everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am 32 weeks pregnant, so I wanted to do a quick update. It's going to be pretty short here, not much difference from last week, but I just wanted to touch base on a couple of things that I've noticed that have changed throughout just this week itself. So first things first is that I have been experiencing, well, it's just been getting worse. Shortness of breath. So from now on, just expect my videos. I should be out of breath at all times. Clearly my body is not used to carrying this much weight, so I am just out of breath all of the time. Next symptom I have written down is that metal mouth is back. So if I drink milk or have like certain types of food, it just nasty taste in my mouth for like the rest of the day if I don't brush my teeth right away. So that's coming back into full circle, which I'm not excited about because that is the most hated thing I had in my first trimester, and I think it was a little bit in my second trimester as well, but I hate that taste. I literally brush my teeth probably like 6 times a day now. Going along, well, not going along with that, but another thing that I hate the most is that I am not getting a good night's sleep at all. I wake up multiple times throughout the night. Either I have to go pee or like I'm just uncomfortable in general. Right now, I don't know if it's because like I'm tossing and turning so much, but my one dog, Doug, constantly jumps on the bed in the middle of the night and I have to scream at him to get down, because if I don't do that, he will sprawl out. I will have no covers. Michael and him will be nice and snuggle in bed, but I'll be kicked off. So I don't know if it has to do with me moving around a lot or if he just wants to be with us, like he knows like something's wrong or what's going on, but no sleep at all. So I've been exhausted. By the time I go to bed and hit my head on the pillow, we try to go to bed at like a decent hour just because, you know, my commute has doubled now since we moved into a new office, and Michael obviously is outside all day, so he needs to have as much energy as he can. So we try to go to bed before 10 o'clock, but this entire week we've probably gone up into our bedroom at like 8:30, like take a shower, get into bed, like relax, like talk about our days, like that type of thing. And by the time it hits 9 o'clock and my head hits the pillow, I fall asleep immediately. So this week, I have definitely noticed that the belly is starting to get more in the way than it was before. And I know it's only going to get worse from here, but it's definitely getting in the way when it comes to everything. So when I need to like shave my legs, if I need to do anything in the kitchen, it always bumping against the countertop. And definitely putting on my shoes in the morning and taking them off. So I try to get my shoes on before Michael leaves the house so he can help me buckle them. And I still have my shoes on because Michael's not home yet, and I'm waiting for him to take them off for me. So one thing in the morning that I have been noticing, it doesn't hit me until a little bit later in the day, but I've noticed it, if I drink a glass of water in the morning, then I will feel better throughout the day. But there is sometimes that like I don't drink a glass of water in the morning, and a couple hours later I will feel really lightheaded, that the point I feel like I'm gonna pass out. It's like that I'm like dehydrated at some point, and so I'm just trying to drink water as soon as I get up in the morning, so it doesn't, you know, I don't get a headache, I don't feel lightheaded and stuff like that. So been trying to drink a lot more water recently. So the other night I was up a lot. So I think that was actually like last weekend. So I was up, I probably only got like 3 hours of sleep or something, but I was up. I had like the worst cramping. I didn't know if it was like a gas pain, and I tried to relieve it and it didn't feel like it was helping anything. And then I also had acid reflux. So I think the cramping might have, I don't know what it might have been. It was probably a gas pain. But again, like I said in my last update, it could have been like those Braxton Hicks contractions. So I don't know if that's really it. Obviously, like, I don't know what a contraction feels like. So maybe I'm getting the Braxton Hicks contraction, or am I just getting really bad gas pains? But it was bad. Like, I couldn't sleep throughout the night. I was up just like trying to get rid of the cramp, and then as soon as I got rid of that, then the acid reflux just hit me right in the face. So going along with that, the acid reflux is still around. She is not going away. And as I think it's going to be the worst in my pregnancy, it's just getting worse and worse each week. So I'm just going to expect next week to be even worse, which I'm not excited for at all. So I tried multiple different ways to get rid of the acid reflux. You can only take 6 Tums throughout the day, like being pregnant. That's what it says on the back of the bottle. So Michael's aunt, told me about this like liquid Tum type of thing. And I'll put it on the screen here. I just don't remember what it's actually called. But it's literally liquid Tums. It tastes awful, but it works a lot better. I've noticed this week that I have been on an emotional roller coaster all throughout this week. So I wouldn't say like depression, but I was really sad one day, like when I got home from work, and I think that was actually yesterday or the day before, to the point of that I was just like drained. It might just because I'm so exhausted because I don't sleep throughout the night. So I literally was just crying, just like for no reason, just like kind of letting it all out. It wasn't like sobbing, but it was just like, I'm so exhausted, like type of cry. And then my patient level is like about this big when it comes to anything. And I did snap on Michael, but I did apologize. So that's exciting. Not really. Yeah, so I'll just be really, really high 1 minute, and then the next second I am hitting like rock bottom. And I don't know if that's like normal for this time frame of pregnancy. I know it's normal for pregnancy in general, but I thought it was more of like the beginning stages. Another thing I want to say about the nighttime is that I feel like I am a lot hotter throughout the night, and that I have to like sleep with my like one leg outside the covers, but I just feel like my temperature is hotter than usual. So there are a couple things I want to say about the tummy in general. So I didn't get any stretch marks yet, which is a good thing. I did order some stretch mark cream, so I can start applying that now. Another thing is that my veins, they're not like popping out, but like you can definitely see my veins now, like bright blue veins. I don't know if there's something like wrong with me or not. I know my iron is pretty low, but it's just weird, like my body that's being stretched out a lot. You can see the veins like there and being present. Another thing about my stomach is that when Ethan moves, you can actually see it from the outside through like any clothing now. So even like big baggy sweatshirts, you can see that he's moving. And another cool thing is that you can actually like tell like it's his foot like running across. And then as soon as you like, if I feel like a pressure point of like where he is and he's like pushing out on my stomach, I always put my finger or my hand there and try to feel around and see like what kind of body part it is. And it's usually his foot, but I thought that was pretty cool, and Michael thought it was pretty cool too. And I don't know if this is like mentally in my head or not, but I feel like my stomach is lower than it usually is. Maybe it's just getting bigger, like up and down, but I don't notice that. But I feel like my stomach is like dropping, like lower. And I don't know if that's normal for like this time of pregnancy or not. But like I just feel like it's just way lower. It's not like up here anymore. It's like sliding down. A couple updates that aren't kind of like symptom related is that I have been nesting. So I reorganized my entire master closet. Pretty much made Michael do it with me, even though he didn't want to do it. So I remodeled that entire closet, just like reorganization. I got some cubes and stuff like that. Just got everything organized. I did purge some clothes. I made Michael purge clothes. I purged shoes, bags, like anything that I just wasn't using anymore, we donated. And then also I reorganized his closet and his changing topper. And that was my last video that went up on Tuesday. So if you didn't see that yet, I will put that in the description down below. So after this video, you can check that out as well if you want to see how I organized his nursery. So I'm looking at it right now. So I did pack his hospital bag. There might be like a couple things like here and there that I'll, you know, put into it eventually, but his bag is pretty much ready to go. I started packing mine. I ordered a bunch of postpartum things. I went to Target and got some different pads. I got some underwear that I just, obviously I'm not going to care about. I'm just going to throw away if I get blood on them. So I did order a bunch of things off of Amazon, and that video will be coming soon when I show you what I'm packing in my hospital bag as well as Ethan's. So the last thing I'm going to show you is my belly. I will try to point out like the veins and everything, if that's, I don't know if that's weird or not, but I'll try to point out the veins. Alright, belly shot time. So this is actually not a maternity shirt. It's just stretched out here. So this is what it looks like with clothes on. Is it really dark? Okay, no. Alright, and we will show what it looks like without. And from the front. And then I'm gonna come in closer and see if you can see like the veins popping out. I don't know if you can see that on camera. I don't know. They're usually like right here. I don't know if you can tell on camera. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.